Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the video. We're going to talk today about EDC, or everyday carry. And this is for the plethora of new gun owners that we seem to routinely bring into the gun culture or gun community. I've done videos on this before, but it has been a while, so let's revisit it. So for the new gun owners that may not be up on the lingo, EDC is everyday carry. That's what it stands for. It's an acronym for everyday carry. And everyday carry is a philosophy or a manner of preparedness for things that may come your way on a daily basis. Now, everybody's EDC may change and will be slightly different, but I think I'm going to cover today some of the basics that you as a new gun owner, a new concealed carrier, may find helpful, may learn something, and may actually add to your everyday carry. Now I want to start with one of the things that is probably the number one, in my opinion, most overlooked items for your daily preparedness. Now, everybody has their phones and their keys and their glasses and stuff like that. These are more or less things that you add to your almost already existing daily carry that you don't even think about. But one of the most overlooked things, I think, is a good pen. And I don't mean some dollar store ballpoint. I mean a quality pen. This is a Fisher Space pen. It's the bullet pen. I've carried these for a very long time. The last one I had I lost, but these are those like zero gravity pens, pressurized fill, things like that. You can, make it normal length. But yeah, a good quality pen is something that I think is widely overlooked as a item for your first line gear or everyday carry. Now, why would a person want to carry a good quality pen? Now the quality part is the magic word. You never know when you need a good pen. Writing down directions. In an emergency, you might need to leave notes if you're lost, something like that. Or just at the store, you need to write a note. At work, instead of fumbling around, you have a pen in your pocket. There's just, how many times have you ever looked for a pen? And how many emergency occasions can you think of that you would need a pen to give, maybe to give information to an officer? Maybe you saw something happen, you take notes, things like that. But a good quality pen is absolutely, I think, one of the more overlooked pieces of everyday carry. Second is a light. Now, there's three lights that I routinely carry, and they're all Streamlight, because I really believe that Streamlight makes some of the best lights out there on the market. This is the Streamlight Macro Stream. It's rechargeable, I think 500 lumens, I don't remember, but the Streamlight Macro Stream, I've carried this on and off a whole bunch. And then the Streamlight Micro Stream. I have two of them here. This is my oldest one. As you can see, it's got a lot of wear on it. It's been through the laundry a few times, and it still keeps going. This is my newest one. Again, the Streamlight Micro Stream. Again, these are rechargeable with a micro USB. Very watertight. Again, this one's been through the laundry a bunch of times. Now, why would you want a white light? Why would you want some sort of a pocket flashlight? There's a number of reasons. Number one, to PID possible threats, positively identify potential threats, or look under the hood of your car or under your couch, or while you're taking the trash out in the morning, or one of literally endless options. I don't think people understand exactly how useful a good bright white light is, even in the daytime. You drop something on the floor, you get your light out, you pick up a glint off of it or something like that. But most lighting in most places is not sufficient for our vision. Most lighting is sort of dim, with the exception of a few places, doctor's offices, stuff like that. But most work environments, most daily environments, the lighting is not sufficient for us to gather all the information that we can. And a good white light, good pocket white light, can do that. Even if you're not worried about identifying a potential threat, the daily uses for a good pocket white light is literally endless, and they take up no room. Sure, there are bigger lights. I've reviewed a lot of bigger lights, and I've said in those reviews that this is probably the biggest light I would ever, daily carry. The macro stream being about twice as thick, same, not much longer, half-inch longer, but about twice as thick in diameter as the microstream. Great lights, not expensive, absolutely, in my opinion, a must for daily carry. Now, tools, and I don't mean a tool belt, obviously, but for some people it is just a basic pocket knife. For some people it is a Leatherman or MultiTool. I carry various things. This piece for me is something that rotates in and out, almost like I rotate socks. What I carried today is the Gerber, I think this is called the multi-pry or pry tool, whatever it's called, but I'll leave a link to all of this stuff down below, by the way. But this is a multi-tool by Gerber, and it has tons of different things. It has blades. You want a blade, open packages, cut things open. I mean, you go to the store and buy a knife, and you need a knife to open the package with a knife in it, right? But it's got that. It's got a file and chisel. It's got actual functional scissors. And it's got a little replaceable razor blade, as well as a pry bar and bottle opener and screwdriver. Nice chunky piece of material, but it's sort of flat, sits in the pocket well. Again, this is one of those rotating things. I might carry a multi-tool one day, I might carry this, I might carry a razor knife another day, I might carry a regular pocket knife. This is one of those rotating things, but I think some sort of a tool, whether it's a knife, multi-tool, or something like that, is something that you really should need or should carry as part of your everyday carry. Now, before we get into the fun stuff, the guns, I do want to talk really quick about medical. This is an unopened Recon Medical tourniquet. I have a number of tourniquets staged in my truck, so I don't carry one on me. Some people may not do that, but I would highly consider some sort of a medical kit, whether it's a pocket medical kit, ankle medical kit, or at least a tourniquet or some medical in your vehicle. The reason being is you are far more likely to need to give medical aid, or in a situation where you could give medical aid, than you would to shoot somebody or to defend yourself against an attacker. And it's simple things like this in a glove box, on your headrest, again, in an ankle medical kit, pocket medical kit, belt medical kit, the little tiny ones, things like that, that I think is overlooked by a lot of people. It doesn't have to be on you. Again, most of the time that you would run into a car wreck or somebody else getting attacked or some sort of other medical emergency, you're probably either at work or in your vehicle. At most places of business have medical kits. I keep medical in my toolbox at work, for instance, but then I also keep medical in my vehicle. And this is just an example. I love these tourniquets. They're not expensive. I don't know if they're very available right now, but I carry these and have used these many times. Now, a part of something that you probably already wear, but I would suggest looking into the quality and type that you wear, and that's a belt. And nothing beats a good EDC belt or EDC gun belt. I prefer Core Essentials. I don't know if it's going to publish after this or before this, but I just did a review on this actual belt. I have 3 other ones. But a good gun belt EDC belt. This is a nylon belt. You can get leather belts. You can get a number of belts that are nice, stiff EDC gun belts. But not only do they hold your pants up, but they help to conceal your firearm and hold up everything that's in your pockets. Now, I can't say much more than that. A good EDC gun belt is an absolute necessity. Now we get into the fun part, firearms. A good holster. There are tons of holster manufacturers out there. And to be honest, as many holsters, like this Works holster, I love this holster. I've done a lot of work with We the People holsters. I think they make fine holsters, especially on that budget line of cost. And I've done expensive holsters that are $120, $130. In reality, as long as you have a reasonably well-made holster, you can almost throw a dart at a jumbled up board of names of holster manufacturers and probably hit one that you're going to get a decent or good holster out of. There are nuanced things. There are better ones out there than others. But if you have a good Kydex holster, and I cannot stress enough Kydex holsters, they are rigid, they conceal very well, they are very thin on the body for concealment, unlike many leather holsters that are thicker and tend to add bulk, or even some of the hybrid holsters that have a padded back to them. Those can oftentimes add bulk as well. But get a reasonably good Kydex holster and you're probably good with your holster choice. I have mine that I really like. This one, Nightfall Customs, We the People, Tolster, Concealment Express, Harry's Holsters. There's just a bunch of them out there. I've used a bunch of them. I have a lot of holsters that I really like. This is the one I've been carrying, and I really like this Works M6 holster. Now you notice I have spare mag on here. I do suggest carrying a spare mag. There's a lot of people that say no. There's a lot of people that don't for various reasons. I like to carry a spare mag. Does that mean I do it all the time? No, that does not mean I do it all the time, but I do highly suggest it. And the spare mag is not because you're going to use 15 or 17 rounds in a gunfight. The vast majority of gunfights or self-defense situations, you don't go through more than 3 to 5, 6 rounds, something like that, or maybe even 8 rounds. It is because the vast majority of malfunctions that happen in a firearm outside of user error is magazine failure, magazine and ammo failure. So if you have a bad mag, something happened, broken feed lip, whatever the reason is that your mag is causing a malfunction, you can then go to your spare mag and get back into the life-saving portion, defending your life portion of this video. So I do suggest a spare mag, and of course I do suggest hollow points. I carry Hornady XTP, sorry. Hornady 124 grain XTP for my carry ammo, but of course I train with 115 or 124 grain ball ammo. So holster and spare mag. So this will get into the portion of the video that will make about 50% of the people lose their minds, and that is a weapon light. I think every self-defense firearm, any firearm you reasonably believe you may use in defense of your life should have a white weapon light on it. I use Streamlight TLR1HL. Again, I think Streamlight is one of the best companies out there, if not, in my opinion, the best. Why would you want, it doesn't have to be a big one like this. Streamlight makes the TLR7, shorter ones and things like that. Why a white light on your gun? We're going to go back to positively identifying a threat, or PID. This is fine. This is fine. You can positively identify a threat with any flashlight that you carry. Realistically, whatever flashlight that may be, you can positively identify any threat with that handheld light. However, If you have the light on and you draw your pistol, you having one hand in control of your pistol is never better than having two hands on your pistol. That is not to say you light up everything with your pistol light. This is for those occasions. You're not going to drop your car keys in a parking lot, draw your pistol light out and look for it, right? So you're going to have your pocket light. But having one hand on your pistol, even if you're using your light to PID, having one hand on your pistol is never better than having two. And so you are able to use this if you are in reasonable fear of your life to light up, possibly light up a bad guy before you have to use the firearm. Now, some people say, well, you're going to point it at the person, you're going to give away your position. These are things that people that don't know what they're doing say. They've never taken a low light class, they've never used their firearms at night and things like that. Because there are dozens of ways to light up a potential threat with a white light on your pistol without pointing it at them. From the wash and reflection off the ground, off ceilings, off walls, off cars, things like that. I can point this at 10 yards, I can point this below the feet of somebody and light up their whole body with this light. Also, white lights, especially strong ones like this, 800, 1000, 1200 and things like that, lumens with high candela. That's the key, is high candela. It's one of the reasons why I don't suggest O-light, because they have really horrible candela for the amount of lumens that they claim to put out. But that candela is a control function. Not only do these blind people, but there is a pain factor when being able, when lighting them up with a high candela flashlight, and a control factor, that pain and control factor. You may not have to use your firearm if you have a very bright high candela pistol light on your EDC. That's why I think every everyday carry pistol or any firearm that you may reasonably believe that you may have to use for self-defense should have a white light on it. Now, I know the detractors will say, well, I just put night sights on, things like that. Your night sights don't light up your potential threat. If you can't see your target, who cares what your sights look like? Now, a light that is not a reasonable EDC light is your phone light. It's weak, it's giant, it takes forever to turn on. In most phones, you have to scroll down and do this, and oh, there's the light. None of that's okay. The longer it takes to access one of these tools that you're carrying, the worse off you are. That's why you clip them on your pockets, you have them in a position that's easy to draw and things like that. Now, that pretty much ends my spiel on EDC, what I think a good EDC loadout is, and the reasons why you would want to carry those things. The firearm is obvious. It's in defense of your life. The lights, the pens, the tools, the medical, all that. Clothing is another part of it. Have you ever tried to run in flip-flops? Do I wear flip-flops occasionally? Sure. When I'm out in the desert walking around the campsite, I'll wear them. When I'm in the house walking around the house, I'll wear them. But never in the history of mankind has flip-flops been better than full shoes. So flip-flops are something that I don't consider to be very reasonable or smart daily attire. If you are going to take everyday carry seriously, if you're going to take self-defense seriously, flip-flops are not part of your wardrobe. Shirts, so jeans, pants, whatever it is that you're wearing is likely fine. When it comes to inside the waistband carry, I do suggest going up a pant size just because it is going to be more comfortable for you and your gun's going to fit in there a little bit better. Shirts, I like loose shirts, I like flannels, I like flat colors, and I also like patterns. It helps to conceal the firearm. It helps to conceal the firearm, and it also protects your body. Having some sort of sleeves, I can roll these down if the sun's real bad and things like that. Having some sort of sleeves and protection to your core and arms is always a good idea. So this is a generalized thing. You may have more personal items that you may need to carry for you, but I think that this is a pretty complete EDC list, and who knows, maybe it's something, maybe there's things in here that you haven't thought of and would like to add to your everyday carry. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, tons of ways to do that. Tons of ways to do that. There's a bunch of them listed down below, from different social media sites to the website to affiliate links and things like that. The absolute easiest way to do that is just like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. It very, very truly helps the channel out to have interaction with the video. Hit the notification bell. Make sure and hit all notifications, because you can get then future videos from me. To all my supporters and everybody out there watching, thank you, and we'll talk to you later.